Welcome to a breezy afternoon on the farmstead. It is 80 degrees or better this afternoon, late October. The problem is, it's supposed to get down to the mid 30s, if not lower, this week in a couple days, which means all of this needs to move to the greenhouse, which means I need to clean out the greenhouse, which means I need to get it in gear. So, I'm going to go get my side-by-side so I can pile all this up, take it all out there. We'll get busy cleaning. See if we can get this done this afternoon. Come on along. All of these plants did so well out here on the porch this spring and summer. I am so glad to have this nice place to put them. All these little succulents are the ones that the granddaughter and I potted up last spring, and they have just grown by leaps and bounds. Hopefully putting them in the greenhouse will preserve them for another season. Some of them even need to be up potted from the little pots that they're in. So that'll be a chore for another day. We really enjoy having this porch to sit out on during seasons when there's a breeze. And it's wonderful for having coffee in the afternoon when I need to get out of the house and just get a change of scenery. These two little plants I am going to set in the house. One is my favorite and one was Laura's favorite. So those will go in the house. And this big monstrosity, oh my, this is a chore for another day. I found this aloe vera plant on a clearance rack at either Lowe's or Walmart, and it has just done phenomenal. We have one sweet little chicken left. Something got into the pen, dug up over there on the left-hand side, and got two of them. But this girl is doing fine. I have got some paving stones blocked up in the holes that were dug out. And we are going to get her some friends in a few days, so she won't be so lonely. But she was none too happy to see me invading her space this day. Girlfriend, you're fine. I'll dig through that pile. There you go. This was a bag of shavings that I found on sale at Tractor Supply. Thought she might enjoy digging around in them. They have always used this one nest box on the left side. Never the right one. Always the left. Now she's a little older, and I don't usually get many eggs from her. But when I do, they're on the left. I've been out here watching our little watermelons every couple days to see if they were ready to pick. And now that we're going to get some frost, I really wanted to make sure we get them in before they're gone. So I came out here today, and you see the little curly Q right here? This is nice and brown. That means this one's ready to pick. So I'm going to pull it off. I'm gonna go get my snips to snip it off. All right, I got my knife. I had my knife with me. Okay, so we're gonna cut it off. We're gonna leave a little bit of the pink. Look at that. How pretty is that? Now the other one, see here, its little tendril is way over here, and it is long gone. So we're going to cut it as well. And it's nice and yellow on the bottom. How awesome is that? All right, put my knife away, load these up, and take them in the house. Okay, I've made a decision. Shocking, I know. It's hot out here. There's a news flash for you. But it's the end of October. Local Weather Channel says that it is 82 degrees and feels like 87. Now that's going to change tomorrow, and that's why we're in the middle of this project. But for today, we're going to take it. We're going to park all this in the garage. It'll all be fine overnight. Tomorrow, we'll get out early in the morning and get to work before it's hot. And if it's raining, that's okay. We'll be in the greenhouse. Sunny and a little bit cloudy right now, but let's see what the morning brings. Well, the morning has brought us a much cooler day. It's only about 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday afternoon right now, but this is supposed to be the high for the day. The wind is still coming out of the south, according to the windmill, but it's supposed to turn out of the north sometime here during the morning and be 20 degrees cooler by the time supper time hits this afternoon. So let's get to work in the greenhouse, get it straightened up so we can get these plants in there. I do have a heat lamp I'm going to put in there. I don't think I'm going to need it tonight, but probably tomorrow night. And I'm just going to put it to where it keeps the air warm. Not that it's right there on the plants. I think that would be too much of a shock, but we're going to give them some warm air and they'll be fine. So let's get busy. All right, here's the before. got a whole bunch of these little starter trays that I'm going to save, and I'll wash them and we'll use them again in the spring. That breeze needs to hurry up. It is getting hot in here. I used to say one could never have too many zip ties. I might have too many zip ties. It's going to be time to plant the 2024 garden before we turn around. And here in just a couple months, I'll be out here in the greenhouse starting seeds. What an exciting time that will be. So I'll need this space during that time, and I'll move my started seeds into the house. I have the little shelves down there on the bottom left that are grow lights, and I have some heat mats. And last year I had a great place to put them in the house so that I could watch them and water them and turn the lights off and on, but that space has been taken up after the remodel, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year, but we'll figure it out, because getting the seeds started earlier really made a big difference in how my garden started out. Didn't end up that way, but it really started out well. So I'll have to be thinking about how I'm going to set that up this year for that. After. It ain't great, but it's good. And it will suffice for what we need right now. Okay. Need to unload all those plants into here, get them set up. Let's get these projects wrapped up. I still got the fan on because it's still hot in here. News is saying about 6 more hours before the cold front hits us, so we'll be good to go. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I've got this new little succulent that I bought to replace one that had died in this cute little pot. So I'm gonna redo that. And then set it over here with all the others. Oh my. This one has babies all over the place. Baby babies. See all the little ones? You know what, I'm not gonna do this now. I'm gonna get me some more cute little pots. I'm going to put this back in here. I'm going to give it a good drink of water. You know what? I'm going to give it some bottom water. And I'll set it right in there like that. Nope. I'm going to do this. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll get some more pots and I'll divide those up and I'll give them away to my friends. Right, so there's that. The next one is this. This is some, not cuttings, but the roots and all of a mint plant that a friend gave me. And I should have already repotted it, but I just hadn't gotten to it. So we're going to do that.
going to put it in this pot. We're going to keep it in the house through these cold times, and then in the spring we will find a nice place for it to live where it won't bother anything else, because you know how mint runs. All right, so there's that. Let's get that in there. Let's get some of these trimmed up. Got these other little pieces. I got another little pot just like this. I may go get it and put them in there, but for now, yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Okay. For now, I'm going to get this one packed in this. And this will be a lovely start to our garden next year. Probably put it in one of these pots up here by the greenhouse so that it won't invade everything else. Perfect. All right, give that a good drink of water here in a bit. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do with my pothos plant here, that it has way outgrown this pot. I think I overwatered it. So I'm going to take some of the longer vines, I'm going to cut them, and I am going to put them in some water and root them. Now I'm going to cut these nodes apart, and I'm going to cut the leaf off, and I'm going to cut the nodes, and I'm going to I'm going to see if I can sprout some roots on this, and then maybe do something different with it. And then in the meantime, figure out what I'm going to do with the bulk of this. So this is a very sentimental plant to me. I don't want to get rid of it, but it has outgrown the spot, and we need a plan B. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to work on that, and then go in the house and get myself a Diet Coke. Thanks for watching today. I hope you're well into getting ready for whatever season it is that you're coming into. And yeah, I think I've got a pretty good start. See you next time.